When you're high on the mountain, mandolin strums easy and the guitar starts to play. And you're high on the mountain, high spirits festival, come carry us away. And it's all so beautiful, and it's all so very fine. And you're high on the mountain, rhapsody of color splashed across the dark blue sky. And you're high on the mountain, high up into your ride with music on your mind. It's on your mind, why you singing you. It's all so beautiful, it's so so very fine. So it's all so beautiful now. So very fine. When you're high on the mountain, barefoot girls are dancing in the meadow down below. And you're high on the mountain, a chance to take it easy is a chance to take it slow. You take it slow, I also get it's all so beautiful now. So very fine. So it's all so beautiful now. So, it's very fine. It's all so beautiful, so very fine. So it's all so beautiful, so very fine. When you're high on the mountain, mandolin strums easy and the guitar starts to play. When you're high on the mountain, high up in festival, come carry us away. That's it. Hey. Welcome to the Brewin Bistro. I'm glad you're all here. We have quite a crowd tonight, so I'm glad to see you all come out. My name is Mark Neihart. I am the host. Here's me taking off my... Man, it was kind of a guttural thing going on over there. Nice. Hey, we have a good show for you tonight. We really do. And we have a couple people coming up to play. We have our new... member Allegra, the associate producer that took Bryn's spot. So I hope you all are going to enjoy yourselves and sit back and relax, and let's take it away. Scott, you look like you have something to say over there. I'm not sure what it is.
Well, I'm just wondering if we want to thank IAMA and a few folks, UtahMusicians.net, those guys.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Okay, let's start with IAMA, shall we?
You know, we get a lot of support from the Intermountain Acoustic Music Association, IAMA, and we appreciate their support, and hopefully you've been to some of their concerts. They have a great series all year long, and please go to their website, and it is IAMA, IAMA web.org. Hey, I made it. Now, if you watch this show very much, you know that I don't know what I'm doing up here. Scott put me up here, and I have to say all these things. Anyway, it's iamaweb.org. Go there, sign up for their newsletter, and participate with that. Also, we have Utah Musicians .net. UtahMusicians.net is a radio station, and it plays our program amongst other things. We're on Saturdays at noon.
Nope.
I'm looking for my
Is that your final
cues
answer?
over there.
Wednesdays at noon.
Oh, Wednesdays at noon. Okay,
and
we are.
Saturdays
At 4?
7.
Okay,
Mark.
let's start that one over. Yeah.
Have you ever listened to it?
I'm on Wednesdays at noon. I'm generally, busy with my commerce.
I have it
part
on
of
at
my
the
life.
office.
Heidi doesn't let me play the radio at the office. She's mean. UtahMusicians.net. Tune it in. Go to the web, open the browser, turn it on. We're on Wednesdays at noon and Saturdays at 7. But there's also a plethora of other great entertaining programs there. So be sure to check that out as well. And the next thing we're going to talk about is the calendar. Now I can read my prompter. I can see what we're doing. And the calendar of events is just, that's what it is. It's gigs coming up, things going on. And if you want to be on the calendar of events, you want to send a note to bistro@slcctv.com. Is it com or net or org, Scott?
Bistro@slcctv.com.
Yeah. So there it is. So you do that, and you send us a note, and we'll put your event on the calendar. So why don't we just go ahead and roll the calendar, and we'll come right back. Hey, there was our calendar of events. Very exciting. If you want to put your event on our calendar, send us a note at slcctv.com. And our next segment here is Joel Brown is coming to visit. Are you a student, Joel? Is that are you the student segment?
I've not here.
Okay.
I've been at the U for the last few years.
Okay, so you're kind of a student.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So this is our student segment then, right? Yeah, and we have Joel Brown, and I would like you to give a hearty bistro welcome to Joel Brown.
I don't mean to torture you by spending time with you. I just need some closure to help me get over you. to paying the bill. It's so simple, but you refuse. I guess I need to get used to just being friends with you. Talk, you say it can't wait. I hang my head and hesitate for the words to come. I know what they'll say, and I'm not surprised. I just didn't think we'd end so soon. My hands don't know what to do, hanging barely next to you, gravitating they assume, but I can't hold hands with you. We have to talk, you say it can't wait. I hang my head and hesitate for the words to come. I know what they'll say, and I'm not surprised. I just didn't think we'd end so soon. If I never make it big, just for the record, I'll be okay. If no one ever likes my tune, can I just sing for you? 'Cause you're the only one I wanted to be there at the coffee shop on open mic night. Well, if I never make it, that's what it's looking like, it. But I don't really mind it a bit. If you don't mind, I will be your personal rock star. I will sing you love songs at dark after we've eaten stroganoff. Songs only last a minute, and even if we memorize it, it's insignificant. I would rather just say it. I love you so much. So much. Well, if I never make it, that's what it's looking like, it. But I don't really mind it a bit. If you'll always love me, even when I'm angry, I promise I won't be too much. and I will always love you, no matter how overdue. I will be there to comfort you, and I will be your personal rock star. I will sing you love songs at dark, after we've eaten stroganoff. Songs only last a minute, and even if we memorize it, it's insignificant. I would rather just say that I love you so much. I love you, and that's just it. Well, if I never make it big, then I will get a teaching certificate. If no one ever likes my tune, I'll just sing with you. Thanks. That's called Personal Rockstar. I'm excited for the music video. We filmed it a couple months ago, and it's being edited right now. I think it'll be pretty cool. I won't go to bed until I've read, until my mother's face isn't wet with silent tears. Her lips haven't been kissed in years, so I'll kiss your cheek, mother. I crawl out of bed, I'm afraid of the witches and owls in my head. So I crawl in with you. You don't like me too, but I know there's room. But your pillow is wet, your pillow is wet. Why is your pillow crying, crying, Mom? Your pillow's crying, crying, Mom. Maybe it's lonely, it needs your company. You're stronger than me. Life's easy when the currents come. We'll have fun, just taking life as it comes. So thank you for being so strong. But why is your pillow crying, crying? Mom, your pillow's crying, crying. Mom, your pillow's crying, crying, crying. Maybe it's lonely, lonely like you. So I'll kiss your cheek. Now, mother, sleep. Thank you. You are the one I want to lie. You are the one I want to spend time with, the rest of my time with. I don't want to waste any more time with. You are the one I want to lie. You are the one I want to spend time with, the rest of my time with. I want to spend the rest of my time with. Maybe I should hold it on my tongue, or I'll disguise the whole thing in a song and run and hide behind it. Maybe I should hold it on my tongue, or I'll disguise the whole thing in a song and run and hide behind it. Maybe I should hold it on my tongue, or I'll disguise the whole thing in a song and run and hide behind it. You held my hand, and you fell for less well-intended men, and I regret being such a gentleman. Watching your headdress mine, I touch your wetness from behind, making fruits in some future time. Do you remember some future together? A tiny apartment in Pittsburgh. And we said love, and we said love, we said love so well. And saying love, saying love, saying love, saying love, saying love, and saying love. You left me 'cause we were young, we were too in love, and you were afraid you won't call out for my baby. And I suppose you're right. When you're young, you shouldn't want this love. When you're young, you just say love. And saying love, and saying love, saying love, saying love, saying love, and saying love. You held my hand, and you fell for less well-intended men, and I regret being such a gentleman, and saying love, and saying love, and saying love so well.
This one's called Madalena. Madalena, I'll come see ya. Take the train from Missoula, ferry to Victoria. See Seattle, see my uncle, if he's still in Kennewick, where my father used to live. In the Northwest, the Northwest, the Northern West. In the Northwest, the Northwest, the Northern West. And I'll take you to my home, where I am most exposed, where the Utah rain, it comes and it goes, unlike it on your Oregon coast. And I'll come see you, Madalena. Can we swim Lake Washington, hike a mountain in Spokane, with candlelight and red wine, till we watch the sunrise? I'm 2,500 miles east. There is nowhere I'd rather be than with you on a mountaintop. Don't you know I'm coming up to the Northwest, the Northwest, the Northern West. To the Northwest, the Northwest, the Northern West. And I'll take you to my home, where I am most exposed, where the Utah rain, it comes and it goes, unlike it on your Oregon coast.
where the Utah rain, it comes and it goes, unlike it on your Oregon coast. And I'll come see you, Madalena. Thank you. I got one more. It's called Mrs. Brown. It's a little bit of a Christmas song. No, it doesn't feel like Christmas is here. I'm working overtime all the time. 60 hours in at the post, sending letters of what children want most. And I'll call you on a 10-minute break to tell you how much I miss your face. And I wanna come home, I wanna come home to you. Hello, Mrs. Brown, you put the children down, now let me love you. Mrs. Brown, where did you put my frown? Oh girl, I love you. Well, it doesn't feel like Christmas is here. We're poorer than we've ever been before. And we're really gonna have to scrap and scrape if we're gonna make it through Christmas Day. And I don't think I can get you those pearls, but you sure do make some beautiful girls. And I wanna come home, I wanna come home to you. Hello, Mrs. Brown, you put the children down, now let me love you. Mrs. Brown, where did you put my frown? Oh girl, I love you. Now if you'll be so kind as to do a little call and response with me. Oh, Mrs. Brown, oh, where did you put my frown? Oh girl, lay me down. Nice. And I wanna come home, I wanna come home to you. I wanna come home, I wanna come home to you. Mrs. Brown, oh, Mrs. Brown, oh, Mrs. Brown. I wanna come home, I wanna come home to you. Thanks. I wrote that one for my mom. Just kidding.
I was going to say, well, where does that leave? Where does that just breaks it all off right then? Hey, Joel, awesome job. That was good. Huh? What do you think? It's fun. You have a great voice. It's easy to listen to your voice.
Thank you.
Personal Rock Star, that's probably my favorite song of
cool,
your set.
I like that one too.
Yeah, and you're doing a video of that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it should
Tell
be.
us about that.
Well, I know a guy who teaches film at the University of Utah, and he's in a wheelchair too. We met doing hand cycling stuff together, and he's really interested in like disability and film stuff. And we became friends, and I pitched him my like storyboard idea for this music video.
Right.
And I wasn't expecting him to do it, but he ate it up because he's been looking for an excuse to do like a video with a romantic disabled character. There are lots of disabled characters in films, but they're hardly ever romantic.
Right.
So I bust out the romance.
It's such a great concept too, you know. And well, so what is that going to be done here soon?
Yeah,
it's shot
Valentine's Day.
Okay, no, that's awesome.
My actor girlfriend just got engaged to not me, so she and her fiance can. Well, no, it's just cool.
Was one of those songs about her in there? The Crying Pillow one?
Oh, that's for my mom.
Oh, okay.
The Crying Pillow one I wrote for my mom.
Beautiful song.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You can pick up the CD if you'd like.
Where do we find him on the web?
That's a good question, Scott.
iTunes. My album is called In Retrospect. Unfortunately, there are multiple Joel Browns in the world, so even on iTunes there's another Joel Brown. But my album's called In Retrospect, and it's kind of this orangey color.
But you're also on Facebook, right?
Yeah, Facebook. Facebook.com/Joel Tanner Brown. That's my full name, Joel Tanner Brown. And you can find me, and there's free downloads on that page, and you can listen and send me a message. And
Joel Tanner Brown.
Joel Tanner Brown.
Go there. Thanks, Joel.
I'm Chris Kokish.
This is LJ Booth. I'm Chris Kokesh.
Oh, that's right.
And we're here at the Brewin Bistro. And you are watching
SLCCTV.
Salt Lake City.
So we're here with Allegra Kramer. She is our new, is it associate producer?
It is.
Ah. And you were here with your harp on show 6.
Yep.
And,
this time I'm on the other side.
Yeah.
Of the camera,
So how does it feel? You're enjoying it?
Yeah, it's great.
And how long you been doing this now? A month?
Almost. Probably a month and a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Month and a half.
Yep. So I'm still learning a lot, but it's definitely really exciting to be part of Brewin Bistro and, find talent and, just be a part of a show.
What's your favorite part so far?
I think really it's finding, well, because my part's finding student artists.
Okay.
So
all right. Cool.
that's probably the funnest part, being able to find people that were just like me, or I am still like that.
Yeah.
And be able to showcase them and,
yeah.
bring that
And
to
so
light.
just for the student artists out in the audience, go through that process just a bit. What do you, they go and they submit their music.
Submit something electronically would be preferable. And we take a listen, and if it
and they
sounds
submit
like,
that to the bistro at slcctv.com.
I do believe so.
See, you don't even know either, do you?
I haven't. Was that right?
Works for me.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, especially if you're a student, it's a lot easier because you can go through any of the faculty.
If you're a student here at
Yeah.
SLCC,
Yeah,
But what if
exactly.
you're like it?
Well, if not, then go through the website.
Okay, all right, good.
Yeah.
And then you listen to it and choose who's good and who you like, and
in
who
conjunction
makes
with
sense.
Scott.
Yeah.
We typically just look for acoustic music. So that's kind of the feel of our show. So if you have something that
this is an acoustic
would work.
music showcase. It is.
Yep.
Well, cool. And then you're doing. It used to be called Bryn's Picks, and we've just named the new one.
Yep.
And it's called
Allegra's Beat.
Allegra's Beat. And you know what her beat is? Her beat is going out and finding talent and going out to the events that happen around Salt Lake City and the general area.
Yep.
And interviewing people and kind of, ferreting out, if you will, some good tunes.
On
And
the street. Yep.
yeah, on
Trying
the
to
beat.
find it.
She's
Yep.
on her beat. So your beat this time, I'm going to quit saying it like that. So your beat this time is you've interviewed the music director for Salt Lake Community College. And what's his name? Tom Bagley?
Thomas Bagley.
Yeah,
Yep.
Thomas Bagley.
I've interviewed Thomas Bagley, and he's just gone over his songwriting teaching approach. Yeah. And just what's offered at Slick, and especially with the new building being built down at South City.
Oh, I didn't know
The
that.
music department is just going to explode. We're hoping so.
Is the music department transferring all the way down there, or is that? Tell me about that. Is it already?
Yeah. It's been there for a
Okay,
while. I mean, they have
sorry.
a few classes at Taylorsville, but most of the classes are at South City. So and they're
Cool.
Great curriculum.
Yeah, that's a nice building too down there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
and it's right across the street from the Ho Ho Cafe. Ho Ho. All right, so let's roll the clip for Thomas Bagley, and we'll see the
Enjoy.
new Allegra's Beat.
Hi, this is Allegra, and today at Allegra's Beat, I am joined with Professor Thomas Bagley from the music department at SLCC. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, glad to be here.
So, I'm not sure if many students know, but maybe tell us a little bit about your background, a little bit about what you do professionally outside of SLCC and your duties as a teacher.
Well, I certainly keep very busy teaching. We have a full load of courses that I teach here, and but as I find more time to do other things, I do compose professionally. I love to compose for film and for television. In fact, my background, I studied with Jerry Goldsmith at UCLA, and so that's one of my loves is composing for the film. I also compose for the theater. I'm basically the composer in residence for our Black Box Theater here, and write incidental music for that as well.
What are like the basic fundamental elements of a songwriter's education that you try and incorporate?
Well, one of the things that I try to do is to give the songwriters kind of not just this is how you write a song, but why we do things in certain ways, and especially the business side of things. One of my favorite lectures to give is about, for example, the hook of a song. But the hook of the song is the part that you remember the first time you hear it, and it's often the title of the song. And I talk to the students about why that's important to have that, and it's really from a business standpoint. If you've ever listened to a commercial on the radio or even on the television, there's often one point that they want to get to you in that short 30-second commercial, and they'll repeat that several times during the commercial. So what's kind of ironic about that is if you're listening to the radio, after the commercials, on come the songs, and they are essentially commercials for themselves, repeating that part that you're supposed to remember so you can ask for the song later.
Yeah, definitely. I've got to say, I really truly enjoyed your Songwriting 2 class. Just being able to dissect popular songs and look at what made each one effective, and just even the songwriting curriculum the manual that we use was really effective in brainstorming and creating just a really good pattern throughout the lyrics. And so I just wanted to say thank you for that, and I would heartily recommend your course to any student here, so thank you. We're hearing a lot of ruckus over there. What's happening over there in the new building down at South City campus?
Right now, they are building what we call our Center for New Media.
Oh,
it's a brand new building construction, and it's not just for the music program. Obviously, we have a lot of our digital media programs, including communications and visual arts. Are going to be moving into this new center. It's going to be really exciting for the music program, especially because we're going to have a state-of-the-art recording studio in there, as well as some mixing labs and a MIDI classroom. And so it's going to be a great opportunity for us to be able to really get our students working on the latest equipment in a really good setting so that their projects can really sound professional when they're done.
And while we're at it, I should mention that SLCCTV's Brewin Bistro is always looking for new submissions from student songwriters. So email us at bistro@slcctv.com with your songwriting submissions, and we'd love to have you on our show. What would you say is the number one advice you could give to an aspiring songwriter?
Learn as much as you can. Be a student of the process. Take as many classes as you can. Get feedback from as many people as you can about what you're doing, and be determined to do it. The successful songwriters I know are always trying to get better. They're always looking. Richard Rodgers would write a song every single day as an exercise to learn the process, and he wasn't thinking that every single one of those songs is going to ever see the light of day as far as anybody actually listening to them. But it was because he wanted to really get good at it, and this is after he was established, and realized that you're never finished as a songwriter. There's always something more, some improvement you can make.
Well, as my first ever segment on Allegra's Beat, thanks for being here and answering our questions, and we really hope to see you more on SLCCTV. See you guys later.
That was Allegra's Beat. That's a new segment with Allegra Kramer. Look for that every month. She's going to be out and about searching for talent high and low. Now we have our main act here, Jen Hajj. Hi.
Hi.
And we have Ken and Mike backing you up because you're disabled.
Just a little.
Jen Hajj, everybody.
What does it take to believe that my image is not me and there's more of me to see for those who look? What does it take to step out? Should I roar? Should I shout and demand I set my own route for my journey? I'm gonna point my boat in the way I wanna go. I'm gonna pick up the oars and row into the eye of the storm, into the center of the universe, into the heart of the world, into the common thread that is woven through the tapestry, into the dawn that is breaking into the light. What does it take for me to learn that I'm the one that's yearning and the rubber's mine to burn and no one else is? What does it take for me to see I am absolutely free and the seas will part for me if I ask them? I'm gonna point my boat in the way I wanna go. I'm gonna pick up the oars and row into the eye of the storm, into the center of the universe, into the heart of the world, into the common thread that is woven through the tapestry, into the dawn that is breaking into the light. The dawn is breaking. The dawn is breaking. The dawn is breaking. I am the eye of the storm. I am the center of the universe. I am the heart of the world. I am the common thread that is woven through the tapestry. I am the dawn that is breaking. I am the light. I am the light. I am the light. I am the light.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I love to start with that song because it's a real courageous song. You know, I've always been a really shy person, and I have, really, don't laugh. I have, and that song was sort of my way of saying, you know, I can step up. I can do these things that I want to do. There's nothing stopping me except me, you know. And this year, I didn't make a resolution so much as I just decided that this year when someone asks me to do something, I'm going to say yes. That's what I wanted my life to be about this year. And then someone asked me, hey, Jen, do you want to join me at roller derby? Yes. I found out that I have a dreadful fear of falling, and it's completely justified because I fell and broke my shoulder. And that's what this is all about. And ain't it beautiful? Yay. I've asked my great friends Ken and Mike to help me tonight and help me make the music because I can't play the guitar today. So thank you. You're welcome. Next song I'm going to do is it's a thankfulness song about the beautiful places around us and noticing the world around you as it awakens, and it's there for you.
Today the wisteria is blooming for the first time. It has all year. A cascade of blossoms floating down the arbor. Hallelujah. And I know I have seen this before, and I'm bound to see it again. And I feel like I am seeing purple for the first time. Hallelujah. Today I arose with the sun, and I watched it steal the sky. A big ball of fire pushing down the darkness. Hallelujah. And the landscape went on forever and continued forever after that. And I feel like I am seeing beauty for the first time. Hallelujah. 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 As dawn broke, I heard the first robin singing arias to greet the day, joined by a chorus of insects and frogs. Hallelujah. And the song had the stillness of quiet and a peace that asked nothing of me. And I feel like I am hearing music for the first time. Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
My next song is really completely different from that. And it's about one of my favorite characters from the Bible, who was actually taken out of the Bible. In the King James Version, they said, well, this character's too racy, she can't stay. But in very old versions of the Christian literature, and in Jewish and Islamic legend, there's the story of Lilith, who was the first wife of Adam before Eve. And she was a bit of a spitfire. And Adam went to God one day and said, look, I really need some help with this woman. She's out of her mind. Please. And God said, yeah. I'll go talk to Lilith. We'll work it out. And so God goes to Lilith and he says, hey, Lilith, I've heard some complaints. Could you maybe tone things down a bit, take a chill pill, whatever you need to do, And she told him to go to hell. You don't tell God to do something like that. You know, he's not really up for that. He likes people to, obey. And so he kicked her out of Eden. Said, no, you can't stay. And he started over and took a rib from Adam and made Eve. And there are some great versions of the story from that point. In one version, Lilith becomes a demoness of the west wind, and she's in charge of everything bad that ever happens to you. Yeah. So this is a song about Lilith.
2, 3, 4.
I was God's first mistake, erased from history. When you read the Bible, there's no mention of me. Torn out and replaced by one formed from his own side. I am Lilith, Adam's first bride. You daughters of Eve, where would you be if you came from me in the beginning? I behaved badly, not like a servant should. God called me a deceiver, too smart for my own good. I became the serpent, tempted Eve in the grove. I am Lilith, Adam's first betrothed. You daughters of Eve, where would you be if you came from me in the beginning? My destiny was different from what was first ordained. For being my own person, I am forever stained. But I am the tree of knowledge and the tree of life. I am Lilith, Adam's first wife. You daughters of Eve, where would you be if you came from me in the beginning?
The next song is one that I wrote about a very special place to me. I have some friends who have some property in Maine, and about 10 years ago, she started inviting me to come to family gatherings at their property in Maine. And it's a beautiful, beautiful place. It's an island, and there's a little farmhouse, working farm. You get to go out and collect eggs and milk the cows if you want to. And there are all these trails that she's maintaining, and so I help her with the chainsaws, and pulling weeds, and making these trails. And the mushrooms, there are wild mushrooms all over this island, and you can go and pick them and then make risotto with mushrooms and all these nice things. It's just a beautiful, beautiful place. And this song was about that.
I love this chair. It's shaped like me, it's soft and squishy and tall. And I'm sinking to the cushions, and him small again. A light from the window shines upon my face, and I'm warm and sleepy in its light. The house is still, not a sound except the ticking of a clock somewhere. A wind chime on the breeze calls to a flock of sheep. In the bay, a lobster boat is turning circles, pulling tonight's dinner from the sea. In the kitchen, I hear her kneading dough in her strong fingers. Flour dusts her cheeks and a tear lingers there. She's thinking of her mother who died some time ago. Baking causes memories to rise. I'm not alone. On soft and silent paws, a stranger creeps in, purring loudly as he leaps into my lap. He curls up on my chest and blows my face with kitten breath, and I fall asleep. I fall asleep and dream about love.
Speaking of love, that's what this next song is about as well. Every year I write a Christmas song, and most years it's a carol where I write it for 4-part harmonies and sing it with my a cappella group, Sugar House Voices. But sometimes I do something that's a little different, and this year I did, and I'd love to share it with you. It's a fun song called Love Is Everywhere.
You want to give me a beat?
It's in the melody of your favorite song. It's in the harmony as others sing along. It's in the voices of the choir, loud and strong. Love is everywhere. It's in the soaring obligato of the horn. It's in the slow and steady heartbeat of the drum. It's in the hollow sadness of the requiem. Love is everywhere. Love is everywhere. Love is everywhere. You don't have to go far to find it, 'cause it is everywhere. Love is everywhere. Love is everywhere. You don't have to go far to find it. No. It's in the handwork of the artist finely wrought. It's in the lessons of the classroom wisely taught. And it's in all the things we once knew but forgot. Love is everywhere. It's in the picture on the wall, it's in the frame. It's in the target that you shoot at, it's in the aim. It's in the space between the letters of your name. Love is everywhere. Love is everywhere. Love is everywhere. You don't have to go far to find it, 'cause it is everywhere. Love is everywhere. Love is everywhere. You don't have to go far to find it. No. It's in the faces of the people that you meet. It's the God in you, the God in me greets. Love is everywhere. Love is everywhere. You don't have to go far to find it, 'cause it is everywhere. Love is everywhere. Love is everywhere. You don't have to go far to find it. No.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's really been such a pleasure to be here tonight at the Brewin Bistro, and thank you very much to Scott for putting on this fine show. Thank you to the IAMA for producing it and helping make it happen, and to Salt Lake Community College for giving it a home. Just a fabulous bunch of folks here, and it's just a lot of fun. Thank you all for coming, and thanks guys for backing me up. I've got one more for you. This is a little song it's for me, but it's also for you. You're all just beautiful, wonderful people. Thank you.
You are beautiful. You are the rays of the sun, warm and bright as you rise, cheering everyone. You are the autumn breeze, gently whispering to me, lifting up the clouds and scattering the leaves. You are the little birds, composing daintily, sharing gifts sent straight from heaven. They sing to you and me. You are beautiful. You are beautiful. All is beautiful. You are beautiful. You are beautiful. All is beautiful. Please believe me. You are beautiful. You are beautiful. All is beautiful. You are beautiful. You are beautiful. All is beautiful. Please believe me.
That was beautiful.
Oh, thanks.
Wow, make me cry, why don't you? Jen, that was awesome.
Thank you.
What a great collection of songs. And good job, guys. You know, for what, 3 days of being together, that was awesome. Okay, so the question on everybody's mind is really what happened to your arm?
It really was roller derby.
Roller derby.
Yeah. Although I'm not like, I don't play the game yet. I might not.
That's not what I hear. Scott, I heard you had a clip.
No.
Of actually her.
Should we roll it?
So yeah, let's roll that clip real quick. Okay, now you know the truth, since we just saw that. No, really, so you're roller derbying around and crashed and hurt yourself, and you're a guitarist? Is
Yeah,
that, okay.
usually. Yeah, I usually play solo and play the guitar and sing.
Yeah.
It's very different doing it with a band.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
It is, but I
Takes
like
a
it.
little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it came
get
off really
used to
well.
this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Loved the Lilith song. Now, I didn't know that about Lilith, that she was extra, just kind of taken out of the...
Kicked out, yeah.
Yeah, that's a great story.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Well,
Make a great song.
it made a great song. It was awesome. So you're around Salt Lake. Tell us about yourself a little bit.
I perform a little bit around Salt Lake City. I'm trying to play more around regionally and to take as many gigs as I can out of town. In fact, I'm going to Ohio this weekend and playing with a guitarist I've never played with before. That should be really interesting. But it's all about saying yes. You know?
Is that how did you get, no, let's just, how did you get that gig? I mean, somebody called you up out of the blue or what?
I knew I was
Facebook?
going there, and so I called them and
Okay.
said, hey, I'll play for you. And then they said yes. It's awesome.
Right on.
Yeah.
That's cool. And so, you, long-time Utah resident?
I've been here about 20 years.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
close enough to being a native, isn't
Sort
it?
of. I learned to drive here, and I think that kind of makes you a native.
Well, definitely. Yeah, there's something to that. And okay, so recording, tell us about your recording career.
I have 2 CDs out right now. Unfortunately, I didn't bring any with me tonight.
Where can we find them?
You can find them on iTunes, Amazon, on my website, jenhajj.com.
And that's Jen, H-A-J-J?
Jen with 1 N and Hajj with 2 J's.
Hajj.
Yeah.
I like that. Hajj.
Hajj.
Uh-huh.
Hajj mama.
Yeah, that's the deal, huh? Okay, where are you playing next, Jen?
In Ohio, yeah.
Really? Okay,
yeah.
that's not
And then I come
regional,
back,
but...
Yeah, and then, actually tomorrow night I'm at Sundance, the Sundance Film Festival.
Oh, sweet. Got a
doing
gig
a
up
little
there, huh?
opening gig for Access Film Music, and I'll be there.
Very
and
good.
And then I'm hire me, yeah.
She will say yes. Hey, Jen, thanks for coming out. Ken, Mike, it was a pleasure. Everybody, this is Jen Hajj.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to just wrap this up by saying go to our Facebook page. It's Brewin Bistro. It's all one word. Push the like button like 10 times. We need more. We need more action. Thank you to IAMA, the Intermountain Acoustic Music Association. We appreciate that. I failed to mention John R. Smith from Salt Lake City Sound Guys. He's awesome. Yeah, there he is. Look at him over there. And we have Scott Iverson, our producer, who's always...
They know me.
No, they don't.
Oh.
There's one new viewer
Everybody
today,
knows
right?
Scott.
Yeah, Scott Iverson, our producer. Let's give him a hand. And all of the camera guys, all the guys behind the scene, thanks for coming out. And are we going out on a little jam like
Let's
we always
jam.
do? Let's jam with the Hajj.
1, 2, 3, 4. Raptor bird, it's a big old raptor bird. Raptor bird, it's a big old raptor bird. Everybody sing raptor bird, it's a big old raptor bird. Raptor bird, it's a big old raptor bird. Their name comes from a Latin word, describes a dinosaur and a bird. It means to grab, that's what I heard. That big old raptor bird. Now everybody sing raptor bird.
raptor bird, it's a big old raptor bird. Raptor bird, it's a big old raptor bird. They have big eyes to see what they eat. They swoop right down and catch it with their feet and rip it up with a curved hook beak. That big old raptor bird, everybody. Raptor bird, it's a big old raptor bird. Raptor bird, it's a big old raptor bird. We got eagles, hawks, falcons, owls, ospreys, and harriers and kites. That's right. Eagles, hawks, and falcons, and owls, and ospreys, and harriers and kites. They're all raptor birds, it's a big old raptor bird. Raptor bird, it's a big old raptor bird. Take it, Mark! And voles and squirrels and prairie dogs and skunks and bunnies and snakes and lizards and frogs and toads and turtles and bugs and fish and moths and crickets and grasshoppers and cockles and mussels alive, oh, porcupines and bad little kids, dragonflies, bats and birds. Raptor bird,